You should not fly Ethiopian Airlines. I wouldn't fly Ethiopian Airlines if they gave me free tickets. I wouldn't fly Ethiopian Airlines if that was the way to heaven. Like, and I know it wasn't. So I would. I just woke up. I'm supposed to be on a damn flight right now, and I am pissed. I am beyond pissed. I'm irritated. I'm aggravated. I want to punch somebody, and because of that, I had to cry myself to sleep last night because I know. If I do not cry it out, I'm that pissed. All right, so let's get into it. I didn't eat breakfast. Let's just say that. I had a flight, or I thought I had a flight at 11:34 p.m. last night, and obviously I'm here still, so obviously I don't have that flight. Yeah, let's start from the beginning. Okay, let's rewind and start from the beginning. I was supposed to fly in April to Ethiopia. When I was booking my flight, it didn't go through the first time because my bank limits me to how much I spend, and so I was like, I'll just wait another day and then I will buy it. So I waited another day, and I thought I bought the ticket. I didn't get a confirmation number. I didn't get nothing in my email. I don't even see the flight on my Expedia account. And so all three of my sisters, we booked it on my Expedia account. So I can see theirs, I can't see mine. So I'm like, you took my money, but my freaking flight is not there. Like, what is that? Everybody is quick to take money, but it takes days and weeks to return. Bull crap. Anyways, so I didn't see it. I didn't see my flight. So I'm like, that's stupid. And so I called Expedia. Expedia was like, oh, that's a glitch on our end. Kind of a glitch that took money, huh? A glitch on our end. And then they're like, oh, the money should be returned to your account because it technically didn't pay for anything. I was like, oh, but the money's not in my account. So now I have to call BCU again because now I'm like, they can't extend my limit anymore. So I called them. They're like, okay, we can try to extend your limit again. So much money was coming out and in my bank account. It's ridiculous. So they extended it again. I was like, all right. So I waited a while. I refreshed the page. Actually, I didn't even use my laptop because my sister was like, just in case. So I went to her room. I used her tablet. I used her tablet and I paid for my ticket. We're gonna name my sisters Sister 1 and Sister 2. Sister 2 is the one older than me. Sister 1 is the one older than her. So me and Sister 2, we already went in February. And so yes, it is quick to go from February to March. But you have to realize I didn't go. Me and Sister 2 did not go to Ethiopia for 15 years. We've been in this garbage ass country for 15 years. So because we haven't went, we're like, why not go again? Because once we start work, once we get a job, it's gonna be hard to go again. And my grandma's not gonna be living forever. So I was like, I'm definitely gonna go. And so Sister 1, it's been 8 years since she went. She went with my mom like 2013 or something. And so Sister 1 was gonna go in April. So that's why we booked our flight in April too, so that we can go. So all that happened. They finally sent me my confirmation or whatever. And so now I can see all three of our flights on my Expedia account. My Sister 1, Sister 2, and me. And so I'm like, all right, sounds good. Everything is good. Now, I'm not sure if this was before my sister went, because Sister 2, she wanted to go earlier. I think she went like around March because it's cheaper. So she went, I think March 28th, if I'm not mistaken. That's when her flight was. So I think I was checking her flights, or just, I don't know, something, but I was on Expedia on my account. And I was looking at mine, and I don't know how, I don't know who thought I was Houdini. I don't know if people thought I could teleport all of a sudden, but my flight to Chicago is non-existent. The only thing I see is from Chicago to Ethiopia. How am I supposed to get to Chicago? How does that make sense? And so that is when I started calling Expedia. Expedia says, well, we do not have any, like, we cannot change your thing. Only Ethiopian Airlines can. And that is when I started calling Ethiopian Airlines. That would be the first time I called them. They're like, oh, that flight was canceled. No shit, Sherlock. I kind of noticed that when I didn't see it. Don't be obvious. Thank you, Captain Obvious. Stupid. So I'm like, yeah, I see that. How exactly do you think I'm gonna get to Chicago? They're like, we can try to fix it. So I'm on the phone with them. Mind you, when you get on the phone with an international airlines, they make you wait hours. They will put you on a list for callback. All this, so much. Okay, I think I was on the phone with them like twice or something. I don't know. So they finally fixed it, and they finally gave me a flight that can actually take me from where I am to Ethiopia. And so they fixed that. I was like, cool, good, no problem. And then you would think that's where the story ends. So this is for the April flight, mind you. So everything is good. My sister, I believe, went for March to 28th, and then it was me and my other sister's time to go. But excuse me, around that time is when COVID started getting really bad, and my sister there, like sister number 2 was already there, and she was telling us like it's pretty bad. So my mom was like, it's not a good idea. We're not vaccinated. I don't want to give COVID to my grandma and my cousins and all them uncles and stuff and aunts. I don't want to get it from there and come back either, because their immune system might be good, but mine is garbage. I'm not doing all that. Okay, I already went recently, so I was like, nah, that's stupid. So me and sister number 1, who are still here, we call Ethiopian Airlines and we're like, we want to cancel our flight because hello, we're not going anymore. They're like, we can't give you a refund. What do you mean you can't give me a refund? Well, what do you mean? I paid for the insurance for a reason. And it wasn't like we called them the day of our flight or 2 days before our flight. It was like a couple days before our flight. More than enough notice. They're like, we can't cancel your flight and give you a refund. We can book your flight for a different month. You have, I think they said we have until like the end of 2021, right? And I'm like, are you stupid? Quick, I'm telling you, quick to take money, but very, very hard to return your money. So I'm like, all right. Me and my sister are like, okay, we'll call them back, and they said they can give us like credit. I don't even know what the hell that means. Anyways, they said that we can call them back and we'll schedule whenever we want to go. I'm like, all right, whatever. So I believe, I don't even know how much we paid the first time, but we paid a lot. It was like 1,000 something. All right, so we were like, all right, we'll just book later on. My other sister actually came back earlier, because we didn't want her to be there and get sick. So she came back earlier. I think she came back the beginning of April. We're supposed to stay like near the end of April, but anyway, she came back early, and then we're like, there's nothing we can do. We can't change COVID. We can't fix COVID. Now we gotta get vaccinated. So as y'all saw, I got vaccinated, or me and my sister, me and sister 1 got vaccinated. When did we get that? August, I think. January, February, March, April, July. I think we started near the end of July is the first dose, and then the second dose was in August, and we booked our flight for September and June. So we have to call. Mind you, now Expedia is out of the question because Ethiopian Airlines has our money, has our tickets. Ethiopian Airlines is the only way for us to book a flight because they have our credits, as they said. So we call Ethiopian Airlines in June. We confirm flights. I don't remember when my sister was supposed to go. I think like August, near the end of August or something like that. And she was going to come back near the end of September. Me, I can only go to places for 2 weeks for women personal reasons. I already know. I'd be getting it horrible. So monthly devil meetings are horrendous for me. So I cannot be anywhere but my house. I don't even care if I'm at a friend's house. I can't be anywhere but my house. So I was only going to plan on going for 2 weeks. So my flight was from September 12th to September 26th, and I was supposed to get here in September 27th. So basically from 12th to 27th, I was gonna go. And so had that confirmed everything. Mind you, again, we're still waiting on the phone for a long time, but we had that confirmed in June. They send us confirmation numbers, our ticket, itinerary, everything in June. July passes, August passes, September is here. My sister, her COVID test, like the date that she was going was a Tuesday, and it's hard to get a COVID test and get it printed, because I think Saturdays they're like closed, or they close early or something like that. So because she didn't get her COVID test in time, she had to move her going date. So she called them and they had to change it, and she had to pay extra because it was the day of, like it didn't come the day of. So she was like, I can't go until it comes. So she had to call them to do it the next day. So she went, I want to say August 30. Is that a date? I'm not sure, but I just know she went the day after she was supposed to go. So she's supposed to be there like a week, and then I'm supposed to come on the 12th. So here comes the 12th. I even screenshotted the email they sent me. First of all, I star it because that's important, right? So I star it in my emails just in case I don't lose it in my other emails, and then I screenshotted it and I sent, like, I put it on my notes. If you have Androids, you know what I mean. Like, I screenshotted my tickets and I put it on my notes, so if my phone's about to die, I can put it on power saving mode and I can still use my notes, and I have the picture of my itinerary, everything, right? They haven't sent me an email since June. I haven't talked to Ethiopian Airlines since June. So here comes yesterday. Today is the 13th, by the way. Friday the 13th. I'm just kidding. Today is Monday the 13th. So here comes the 12th. My sister, first of all, I take my COVID test on Friday. I don't know what day Friday was, the 11th? No, 11 would have been Saturday, the 10th. So I took my COVID test on the 10th, and I thought it's 3 days before you get there that, you take your results. So I was like, if I don't go on Sunday, I'm screwed. And then, so I took my COVID test. I got it like nighttime on Saturday, printed it on Sunday by Staples, had to pay coins. It wasn't expensive, but it was still coins. I had to pay some coins, and then, you know, I got the paper, I got my passport, everything. I'm ready to go. Okay, this is what I was gonna wear, this, and like matchy, you know, this, but not in this way, but like this is kind of cute. Anyways, I didn't want to take my hair scarf, the bigger one, to sleep because I was so pissed last night. I just left this on and just covered it over here and went to sleep. Anyways, or this morning actually, I barely slept last night. I need to stop going all over the place. So I go, my sister, let me just say, the airport is almost, not even almost, it's an hour and some away from our house. And so we drive, or my sister drives me there. Before I go, I hug my dad, I hug my mom, I tell them, hey, I'm gonna see you in 2 weeks. And then, you know, I get to the airport, my sister drops me off in front of United, I hug her, I said, see you in 2 weeks. I go, I use the itinerary, no, the ticket number I put in, and it didn't work. I put in the accommodation number is what it's, I don't know, there's like letters on the top of the email they sent me. I put that in, and it didn't work. And then I put, what is it called? Come on, confirmation number. I put that in. I even put the flight number in. That's how, like, I was like, there's no way, this is not working. And I'm like, what the hell? It keeps telling me to ask for assistance. So because it blinks on top of the kiosk, the lady came to help me. And this is like me trying to check in my bags. My sister's already gone. And I think we left the house at 8 something. We got there at 9 something. And if y'all want receipts, I got receipts of like my call logs, how many times I've called these people. And so I got there I want to say 9:15 is when we got, but anyways, we made it there. I made it there. The lady comes to help me, right? And we're gonna skip to where I was talking. Anyways, the lady was like, okay, let me look at it. So she looks at my email, she puts all the confirmation, all these numbers that I already put, keeps saying that. She was like, all right, can you give me your passport? I give her my passport. She scans it, everything. She says, this flight does not exist. Are you joking with me? I came here early because I'm thinking everything is set. They did not tell me this flight was canceled. This is not the second flight that got canceled that they booked me on. The second flight. And I'm like, you gotta be joking. You gotta be joking at this point. Like, I'm losing my mind. I'm gonna absolutely lose my mind. And I'm like, all right, there's nothing she can do. So I go, I don't want to, be in the way for anybody. So I go over to like where they have the people with the wheelchair. Like, they have all the carts and the wheelchair things over there near the door. So I stood over there. And I'm on the phone with the Ethiopian Airlines because I booked it through Ethiopian Airlines. United can't do anything, and she's telling me I have to rebook through Ethiopian Airlines again. I was like, all right, bet. I call Ethiopian Airlines. I believe I called their California number. The first time, didn't go through. Second time, it said that their wait time is long, or they have a lot of people calling, which makes sense because y'all be messing with people. They were like, we will call you back. We'll put you on a list and we'll call you back. I was like, all right. By this time, it's already, I think it was like 10. So mind you, I've been there for like half an hour already. So I'm like, all right, they'll call me back. Now I'm texting my sister. Obviously she can't text me because she's driving. So I call her and I tell her what's going on. And she's like, all right, try everything on your phone. I was like, I already did. I'm calling them. They put me on their list to call me back. She was like, all right, let me know what's going on. So now my sister's already on her way home. I notify her. I tell my mom. I tell my dad because everybody was calling me. So anyways, I needed breakfast, so I got breakfast. Anywho, so where did I stop? Oh yeah, I'm calling Ethiopian Airlines, and this is a California number that they provided on the email. So I called once, didn't go through. Called twice, and they put me on the list. They said they'll call me back. And then I think around 10. Let me look at. So I wrote the call log down. I can't even speak. Let me just tell you. So when I was telling you I was calling them with the California number, I called them at 9:21 p.m. because we got there early. My flight was supposed to be at 34 p.m. Anyways, I called them at 9:21. They didn't answer. Called them at 9:22 for 7 minutes. It was talking all that. I hate that song now. And they were like, we'll call you back. And they didn't. So I called them again at 9:30. They said again, we'll put you on the list. We'll call you back. All right. I was like, bet. And after this, I went to the kiosk again because I was like, maybe I'm tripping. So I went and I literally put in all the numbers, all the things that I put in before. Nothing. I don't even know what else I can put. I kept putting everything. I even scanned my passport again. Nothing. I was like, all right, but I go back to my corner again. And now I'm so irritated that on the email they sent, they have the numbers. That's where I got the California Ethiopian customer service number. And so my brain was not working. And so, excuse me. So I called Ethiopia And you already know where this is going. I was charging my phone with international calls, and I had no idea, because when my dumbass glanced over the number with the email that they sent, it has the Ethiopian number, and it said free toll number or something like that. I just saw free and the number, clicked on it, called at 10:24 now. So mind you, I waited a while. I waited from 9:30 to 10:20. That's an hour. They still didn't call me back. So I waited, and then I copy pasted that number, and I called 10:24. No answer. 10:25. 9 minutes. I got somebody. They answer very quickly, by the way, because they know it's charging you money. So 9 minutes, I was talking to this lady. I told her what was going on. She was like, all right, she took like my ticket number. She was like, let me put you on hold. I was like, all right. She put me on hold. Tell me why 2 minutes later it hung up on me. I was like, oh, y'all are trying me. I was close to crying at the airport because I was so frustrated, and I was like, my dumbass even thought of calling 911. Like, that's how pissed I was. What were they gonna do? Nothing. But I was like, this has to be a crime. Like, this is illegal. This doesn't feel right. I called them at 10:35, nothing. 10:36, nothing. 10:37, nothing. And then I called them at 10:40. A dude picks up. Again, I'm still calling the Ethiopian one, mind you. I called them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. I called international calls 6 times, and I finally got a dude, right? We talked for 7 minutes. He is the dumbest person I've ever talked to. I'm talking to him, and I'm telling him, I talked to the United people. They said that flight does not exist. Why is this dumbass trying to convince me that United could change my flight? I'm like, are you stupid? It's 11 something. What flight? What flight are they changing me to? And he was like, they have access. I was like, they don't, because I booked it through you. You're the one wrong. In this scenario, in this whole scenario, you're the one that's in the wrong. So for 17 minutes, I was talking to this idiot, charging international calls So for the 9 minutes I talked, and for the 17 minutes I talked with him, do you want to know how much Verizon charged me? Almost $90. Oh, Jesus. I'm just out here dropping money. Like, poof, you get money. Oh my God. I'm not Oprah. I don't know who y'all think I am, but I'm not Oprah. But anyways, before I hung up on him, he was saying he can change my flight to 3 p.m. for today. I'm like, because again, like I told you, I thought my COVID test is only valid for 3 days. I didn't know it was 3 to 5 days. And so I'm like, no, I'm not going to change my flight for tomorrow. I was like, I'm going to talk to United, and I hung up on him. Anyways, I hung up on him. I went to the United people again. This was another lady that was helping me, and I told her everything, that was going on. And she was like, okay, let me check. She took my phone, because it's just an email. I don't have anything. So she looked at the email. She was like, we don't have a flight for 11:34. I was like, I know, the lady told me. And she was like, yeah, because they booked you, we cannot access that to like change your flight or anything. And I was like, I know. And then I asked her, I was like, so I took my COVID test on Friday. You think it'll be valid if I take the flight tomorrow, which was today? I was talking to her yesterday, so I said tomorrow. And she was like, let me check. And so she was talking with her coworker, and she was like, how many days is, how many hours is this and that. And they were doing math, and they were like, yeah, you can fly tomorrow, and you will make it, like your COVID test will be valid, and you'll make it in Ethiopia with a valid COVID test. I was like, say less. Mind you, the guy said a 3 p.m. flight. Oh, anyways, so this time I called the California number again. Now it is 11:05. Nothing. I'm like, you got me messed up. I am beyond irritated. And so I Google Ethiopian Airlines number. They gave me the 1-800 number. So from Google, I called the 1-800 number at 11:06 for 31 minutes. This lady was talking to me. She was putting me on hold, talking to me, giving me all these options. Anyways, so for 31 minutes, she kept giving me options. She was like, oh, you can fly this. I'm telling her I wanted to fly yesterday, right? Well, I wanted to fly yesterday. I did want to fly yesterday. I wanted to fly today, right? So yesterday I was telling her I wanted to fly for tomorrow. And so she was like, there is not a 3 p.m. one, but she was like, there's a 10. First, she booked me for a 10:50 flight for the 14th. Ma'am, I don't know what drugs you're doing, but why would I be at the airport after y'all canceled? Didn't tell me. Wanting a flight for the 14th. The audacity. And so I'm like, this is some bull. I said for the 13th, for tomorrow, not for the 14th. And she was like, oh, and then, she put me on hold again, then came back. She was like, okay, there's a flight she gave me 2, but like, I was like, I want to go to Chicago. I don't even want to go to Washington at this point. And so she was like, there's a flight for 10:54 a.m. And I was like, okay, morning flight. I don't like morning flights, but whatever gets me there. She was like, all right, but because you confirmed your from Washington to Ethiopia, like my old ticket from Washington to Ethiopia. She was like, we have to email them, and then when they email us back is when we confirm this flight that I booked you on. And I was like, huh? She was like, yeah, we have to wait. And she was like, you can call us back in a couple hours. I was like, ma'am, it's almost midnight. I'm about to sleep. I'm not about to be calling you in the middle of midnight. And she was like, okay, just leave your phone open and we'll call you. We'll call you. Mind you, she said that for 31 minutes we're having this conversation. I was like, all right. My sister finally, I go outside because my head is hurting. It's hot. I just want to air. So I sit outside on my luggage, like I've been sitting on my luggage all the time. So I sit on the luggage and I'm just rethinking that I'm never in the entire ever. I don't care if they even give me free. I am never flying Ethiopian Airlines. Yes, I'm Ethiopian. I was born in Ethiopia. My parents are Ethiopian. Their grandparents, our generation is Ethiopian. But I, at this point, never ever flying Ethiopian Airlines. So I'm like, all right, I have a flight for tomorrow. It's cool. I'll stay up. And, whenever they call me, they'll call me. I come home. My freaking mom is still awake. She has work, mind you. They're literally ruining everybody's day. And, she stays up. I tell her everything. And I told her to go to sleep. Like, good night, go to sleep. I'll just stay up. So I'm here in my bedroom watching Forgive and Forget again. I'm literally, I have like 2 videos left and I'm done. I watched all of them. And I tried to stay up. I think I stayed until like 3 something. But my body was like so exhausted. I just kept dozing off. And I just kept doing that. I didn't sleep. And then, I woke up at, I think, 5 something. And I went to use the bathroom. And, my mom was downstairs, so she was like, are you gonna call them? I was like, yeah, because they didn't call me. I was literally waiting for their call and nobody called me. Imagine staying up and nobody called you after they said, like, am I surprised that they didn't call me? No, but I'm pissed again, all over again. So I'm like, all right. At 6:12 I called them. 7 minutes. They're like, I hate that song, irritating. They're like, we'll put you on hold. I was like, all right. I waited. I called them again at 7:23 or 6:23, my bad. 6:23 a.m. Mind you, I did not sleep barely the whole night. It didn't go through. I called them at 6:24 for 7 minutes. It was, and then it wasn't. And they're like, we'll put you on hold. Nothing. I called them again at 6:44. 7 minutes. We're talking. I believe. No, that they put me on hold, and then they called me at 6:47. Finally, this was like the first time somebody called me. And so, I think it was a lady, if I'm not mistaken. And so they called me at 6:47. I talked to them and I'm telling them, like, did Washington reply to you? Because that's what I'm waiting for. Like, my flight for 10 something is already confirmed, right? They've already canceled my first flight on April, and I had to reschedule again. They canceled my flight yesterday on the 12th, and I had to reschedule again. And that day she gave me the 10:54 flight. Remember that, the 10:54. So I'm calling this lady. I'm telling her I'll have a flight at 10:54 a.m. today. And I was just calling because you guys said that you were going to call me if Washington replied to you. I'm just calling to see if they replied to you. She asked me for the ticket number from the old one. I gave it to her. And she was like, the 10:54 flight is not available. As in, that shit doesn't exist. As in, they probably canceled it again. And they tried to say, oh, United canceled it. I just want to know, okay? If United canceled the first 2, why would you book me on a flight with United again? 2, right? 3. Why wouldn't you notify me if they canceled it? I never got an email the first time. I didn't get an email the second time. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Fool me 3 times. Like, anyways. So she says that. And I'm like, are you freaking joking? I don't know if I hung up on her or I said bye or whatever. I don't know. But I get out. I tell my mom. I'm pissed. I'm about to cry. Because when I'm mad, I cry. If I don't cry, and I tell my mom, I come back to my room, I scream in my pillow, and I get up. And I call them again at 7. And they said they'll call me back. Lies. So they didn't, and I called again at 7:26, and I finally got somebody for 22 minutes. I was like, I don't care who you are, what you are. I really didn't care. I was not nice to that person, and I really don't give a damn. I was like, look, you've canceled 3 of my flights. I just want my money back. I was like, I just want a refund. And she was like, okay, I can get the refund for you. Mind you, we tried to get a refund in April. What did they say? We cannot refund. We can only use credit. All right, then. So I was like, I just want my money. I don't even freaking care. I just want my freaking money. And while I'm looking through this, I'm looking through other flights to get to Ethiopia by the 15th. Because I'm not about to take another COVID test. By that time, my 1 week that I was supposed to be in Ethiopia already gone. I have 1 week left. Like, what would be the point? You know what I mean? So I'm looking through flights, cheap flights, that I can get there by the 15th. I found one, Emerald, not touching Ethiopian Airlines. So I'm like, alright. So I look at the Emeralds. it's almost $2,000. I said, and then they said I had a 16-hour layover in Dubai. I said, do who? I do not have money to be booking a hotel in Dubai. Child, no. So I get the refund. They take more money. Okay, they gave me like 1,000 something. It was like 1,300 something. So they took like 200 some away. Actually, maybe even 300 something away. It was like they gave me back 1,032 or something like that. I don't know. But anyways, I'm like, all right, just whatever. And I said bye and I hung up on her. And then I came out, told my family. I literally do nothing. I told my family, I'm like, I don't know if I should book the Emerald one. My sister was like, oh, you should. Like, Emerald is good, blah, blah. And I told them the price. They're like, don't. For 2 weeks. Imagine that. Don't. I was like, yeah, I don't think I'm going to, because I don't want to. Because if I don't book Emerald and I take a different plane, that's not taking Ethiopian Airlines, I still have to be here until my COVID test comes. Print my COVID test. Like, I'm not doing all that. And if you know, like, everybody was busy when I was taking my COVID test, so I took Uber there and back. I spent money on Uber. I spent money on my sister's gas because I didn't want her to, because I didn't even know she was going to be coming back, And they made us pay extra when we rebooked for September flight, so I spent even more. Like, they just been robbing. And then the freaking international flight, the international calls that I've been making that they answered, like, I don't know, man. I don't know. It just wasn't meant to be, I guess. I don't know. But I'm gonna sue them if they don't give me a full refund, because now I'm awake. Okay, I took a little napsy nap. I slept for a couple hours. I'm gonna need my money back. So I'm gonna email them all this information that I've told you guys. And I'm gonna need that 300 whatever that they took. I'm gonna need that shit back, because some bull. If they don't, I'm suing. I'm suing for every dime. But yeah, I'm not going. I've been packed since April. Not even since March. And I'm still here. Thanks for listening to my horrendous experience with Ethiopian Airlines. They can kiss ass. Their ass. Because it's already shoved up there. Their heads. You know what I mean? Alright. Thanks for listening. Thanks for being here for my TED Talk. So, bye. Last time I left you guys on, I'm gonna write basically an email, but like an essay. Detailed email. Probably the most detailed email I've ever wrote. And the subtitle was full refund or I'm suing, because I was beyond livid. Like, I was already pissed, and they weren't even giving me a full refund. They were taking away $370.47. Yes, I love math, so I remembered the number. Anyway, so I got my email opened here, and I'm gonna tell you what they replied. They were like, they said, thank you for contacting us, we apologize, blah blah blah. And they had the audacity to say that like, if there was any what did they say, if there was any like cancellations, we do email or text or whatever. Like, they said all that lying. And the thing is, after I sent that email, the next day is when my refund came, even though the refund is going to take like 2 weeks when I was talking to the lady. So obviously they were definitely scared that when I said a full refund or I'm suing, that they were in the wrong. They knew they were in the wrong, so they sent me the refund that they were going to give me the next day instead of 2 weeks, right? 2 weeks, keep that in mind. It was supposed to take 2 weeks, they gave it to me the next day. Anyways, so they sent me this email talking about, we sent you a refund on the 13th. That is not a full refund. That is partial refund. You took $370.47. Let's not act like. And so I emailed them and I was like, you stated that if there was any changes in the flight that you would notify me via email or phone, but you didn't. So I'm gonna need that full refund. And you canceled my flight 3 times, not once, not twice, 3 times without notifying me. So I'm gonna need that full refund, or I'm filing a lawsuit. That's what I said. And then, after I said all that, you would think they would be threatened. No, apparently they signed me up for their frequent flyers program. I forgot to say something, okay? So when they were signing me up for the frequent flyers program and all that, do you want to know another email that I received? So I was supposed to come back, I believe 25 or 26 on September. Why did I get an email talking about check in for your flight? What flights? When did I go? Did I teleport to Ethiopia? How would I be checking? What? Do you see what I mean? Like, they always cancel the first flight, but every other flight was fine. How am I supposed to check in to come from Ethiopia if I never left? What are you talking about? I'm confused. So anyways, for their mileage program called Sheba Miles. So now I'm getting email from Sheba Miles talking about, you can do this, you can do that, you can get discounts for that. I'm like, what is this? I want my money. I don't want you to sign me up for nothing that I never. I'm pretty sure that's illegal on itself. but I just need my $370.47. What are we doing here? So then, right, I'm getting all that. Didn't get any reply from them after I said that. After I said, hey, like, you're in the wrong here. You canceled my flight 3 times and you're taking $370.47 from me. I'm gonna file a lawsuit. Like, this is stupid. And so you would think it would have clicked. It did not click for them. Like I said, they keep sending me Shiba miles, whatever. And I'm over it. So you know what I do? Because I'm over it. I'm like, a lawyer costs money. Let me see another way that I can get to these people. You can contact Department of Transportation. I figured that online. I said, bless Google. So I sent Department of Transportation screenshots of my tickets, of my like the email that I sent, that long email, and I said they gave me this much money, they're keeping this much money for me, they canceled my flight 3 times, like, I'm gonna need you to tell them to give me my money back because I'm tired. So now, a person from the Department of Transportation emails me, let me see, what was the, sorry, I'm gonna just have to like scooch you over this way actually. They emailed me November 8th, 2021. Mind you, all this happened, like I emailed them and all this stuff in September. I was supposed to go in September 12th, I believe. They gave me the refund September 13th because on September 12th, like when I woke up from my nap, I emailed them and they got scared and they sent me the refund the next day, right? So November 8th, okay, the Department of Transportation people, they sent me basically saying, hey, like they emailed me and Ethiopian Airlines, like both of us together, and they said, hey, like we got all the things that you said, and like we sent them the email too, and they basically need to give you a refund. Like that's what they were saying. It was a long email, but that's basically what the gist of the email was, right? Then Ethiopian Airlines want to talk about, we've received the reports and we're doing an investigation, blah blah blah. They said that November 18th, right? Mind you, Department of Transportation emailed them and me November 8th. 10 days later is when they replied. So I'm like, whatever, I don't care, I just want a refund, right? So I said to them, instead of refunding me my money, you signed me up for your mileage program, and like I don't want you to waste my time, I just want my full refund. And I sent them screenshots of the email that the frequent flyer thing keeps emailing me, but they never respond to me getting my $370.47. Yes, I'm gonna say that multiple times. So they replied talking about, that they're sorry, they did the review, and that, I can't believe this happened, that they did their review, and they have canceled my membership for the frequent flyers, which I don't even know who thought to sign me up for that, because I just wanted my refund. I don't care about you signing me up, whatever, I just want my refund. So apparently, the $370.47 in their noggin, in their mind, changed to $350, and they said, okay, the $350, which again, it was $370.47. I know how to do math, please. I know how much money you took from me. They said the $350, quote unquote, because that's what they were gonna say, was because of cancellation fees. I'm sorry, you're charging me for you canceling 3 of my flights. You are charging me $350, as you stated, which is actually $370.47, because you canceled my flight. And they were like, if you want it in cash, refund. If you want it in this refund. If you want it in a bank, let us know your bank information, right? They said this December 19th. You see how long it's taking? Do you see how long it's taking? It's not making sense, because all this happened in September. We are now in December 19th. I'm gonna try to put, if y'all want, I'm gonna try to put it on both sides of me, all the emails, so you can understand. I am not lying. I have receipts on receipts. And if you think that I'm lying about the $370.47, you can do the math, because I will show you everything. Anyways, so they said all that. I'm like, are you joking? I was like, yeah, thanks for canceling the thing. But I said, the cancellation fee you charged me for was $370.47. But at this point, give me the $350. I'm tired of going back and forth with you guys. And then I sent them my bank information, right? And you know when I did this? December 20. They sent that email to me December 19. I replied the next day. And so December passes. December passes, right? December continues to pass. December is running. I'm like, wait a minute. I still haven't received my refund, even though on December 20, I sent them my bank information. So why haven't I received at least the $350 that they said? Why haven't I received that? So I emailed them and I'm like, excuse me, it's been a month. You're supposed to give me $370.47 for the cancellation fee. I provided my bank information and you did not send me nothing. I have nothing in my bank account. I don't see no $350 or $370. 47 cents. And I'm like, you canceled 3 of my flights. If I really wanted to take this to court, they would owe me about 1,800 if I'm doing the math correctly, because it said online that if they cancel your flight and nothing happens, like they're not giving you a refund and they're not doing all this on this whatever. I think they said $600 is what they do. They canceled it 3 times. 3 times 6 is 1,800. That's just what I did. I don't know if that's correct, but I did my math like that. Anyways, so I told them, like, you would be paying me $1,800, but I just want the $370, or as you stated, the $350 in my bank account. I already sent you. Like, it's been a month. Mind you, the last time I threatened to sue, it came the next day. They said it was gonna take 2 weeks. September, October, November, December, January, 5 months and nothing. So after I emailed them that, right, they want to reply. They want to reply stupidity. I'm sorry. I'm going back and forth from like one email to another. So then they want to email me talking about, oh, we'd like to apologize. We're going to check with our financing office. And you know when they sent me to this? January 27. We're almost at the end of January. It's almost about to be 6 months that it took them to give me $350, as they stated, but it should have been $370. But you know what? Keep that 20, shove it, enjoy it, live it, love it. I don't care. I just need my money. So after they said that on January 27, yesterday, which was February 2, if I'm not mistaken, in my bank account, I get $350. I was like, praise Jesus, because now I can post these videos so that y'all can see you should not fly Ethiopian Airlines. I wouldn't fly Ethiopian Airlines if they gave me free tickets. I wouldn't fly Ethiopian Airlines if that was the way to heaven. Like, and I know it wasn't, so I wouldn't. Like, they're ridiculous. Are you kidding me? It took almost 6 months to return $370.47, which you take $20, so it's technically, or $20.47. So I technically got $350. I don't care at this point. I'm over it. I'm done. I don't want any communications with them anymore in my entire life. I don't ever want to hear their name again. I don't ever want to see their face again. The whole thing is just weird, stupid, and annoying. Like, almost 6 months to return money that you took from me. I'm not even asking money from your pocket. This is my money that I gave you, that you took because of cancellation fees that you did 3 times. How? Anyways, that is the end of the story. I don't want to hear nothing from them. I don't want to get any email from them. If they apply me for the frequent flyers thing again, guess what? It's going to be on my block list. I don't ever want to see, I don't want to hear nothing from these people ever in my entire life, because I am tired. I'm sick and I'm tired of them. They wasted my money on top of, the 20 they took. Like I stated on the other video, I did a lot. To make my flight. I took a lot of time. Money, time, mentality wasted. For what? Anyways, I'm telling you, do not fly Ethiopian Airlines unless you don't care about the money that you are giving them. If you don't care about the money, that's your problem. I don't care. But if you care about your money, fly anybody. Because if I'm ever going to Ethiopia after this, I'm flying, what was the airlines? Lufthansa, I think, goes to Ethiopia. There was another one. I forgot. The one that I was gonna fly. My brain is not here. Anyways, I will fly anybody. I would even fly Spirit. I will hold on to the airplane like you hold on a bus or a train. And I would rather get there on a submarine, walking, swimming, driving, diving, than take Ethiopian Airlines. It's not even because of my safety. It's because of the time that they drain, the time and money they drain out of you. It's not it. Anyways, I don't recommend it. But after all this, if you want to fly Ethiopian Airlines, that's up to you. I really don't care. But anywho, have a wonderful day. This took basically a year to situate, 6 months to get the money, and it's too much. Bye.